Do you want to get Maggie's microphone for that?
Like a boom, they can hear.
I might not be able to work for a week after they leave.
Okay, we are live. We can't say live at 5, even though that rhymes, but we're live from Memory Bound.
Live at 9:30.
Live at 9:30, that does it. Maggie, welcome. We're so happy you're here. And Maggie has a school album that she's going to show us. It's called School Life, and it's from Simple Stories, and we love it. So we have a mini book to show, and she's got lots of things. And Maggie, I think this is perfect for you, being a retired school teacher.
It is. Being a retired school teacher, it kind of brought back memories, but also as a mom of 3 kids that went through school, K through 12.
Yeah, that works really well.
Oh,
All right. No, that's
She was
really
trying
good.
to
I'm
get-
leaning over to get my microphone.
you
to
all
Maggie's
needed to
face.
see that because
Oh,
here's Kelly.
funny.
Kelly's going like this,
I'm
trying to
leaning
get
over.
her microphone. I thought
Maggie
the same
doesn't
thing.
have
I'm
a
like, what is
microphone.
going
I'm
on?
wondering what's wrong with me.
Thought Kelly was having a stroke. She was
drinking
she-
this morning already.
Let me ask. All right. Well, we have some things to show first, Maggie. So
Yes.
Where do you want to start, Dawn?
I say we start here because this is the thing we're most excited about. And we showed you guys these last week.
But we need to flip through those.
But then they were gone and they just came back in. And this is the Reminisce book and Reminisce book 2. And these are by Elizabeth Crafts and they have got the coolest paper. But look, they're even bound. So I think I'm just going to put them
book tape.
on my
Just use it for a book.
my work table because I love it.
Juanita says another great day at Memory Bound.
Oh, Juanita, you're the best. You're the best. But Kelly wanted to flip
I
through
wanted to
these
flip through it
in a
because-
little more detail because the pages are amazing. So I think I'm getting one to just sit,
You said,
to hoard, and then one to use because but look at how they got all the little comments and quotes in there and then gave you some blank ones that you can stamp your own or write your own in, use them as journaling. Numbers, look at that. That's beautiful. I'd probably cover the fish, but the rest is really awesome.
Some people might like fish.
Some people
but
might like fish. If you have a koi pond or something,
My
maybe that
mother-in-law
would.
has a koi pond.
I know. I think
Wonderful. Look at these.
group therapy in session. I mean, just really cute little quotes. Okay, I'm going to
Is
go.
this Reminisce 1?
This is Reminisce 1.
Okay, so this is book 1.
And it has some Christmas images in it. So if you are doing a Christmas journal, this might be fun. Diana is going to share her Christmas journal with us in July. It's all done. It's just sitting in a box back there. It's eating away at me not showing you guys.
And I will vouch for that because Dawn is very hard to wait for things, to show things.
There's that blue jay, Maggie.
I wonder if there's a personal story behind some of those. Remember when she used her grandpa or her father's handwriting
Yes.
on some of her pages?
Yep. Yeah. So there might be stories. It looks like there's maybe 2 of every page in
Oh,
here.
that's even better than
It is. So I guess I only have to get one then.
we'll see.
Yeah, I do think there's 2 of everything. That's kind of fun.
And then Mary made a comment, Mary Ann did, about some of the papers text weight and some is cardstock weight.
Correct. This is book 1, and that is $26.99. Book 2 is $28.99.
And somebody asked the weight of the paper, so can you tell us that? Or
If you
put your glasses on.
can, there's 32 sheets of 120 gram. I have no idea how many ounce that is, and then 32 sheets of 250 gram.
So some of it's text weight and some of it's
it's
cardstock weight.
Exactly. Okay,
That's
this
in
is
layman's terms.
this is book 2 now. I'm going to show you. This one is $28.99.
Now, if you're doing the class with Else, we have an exclusive class coming up. It's virtual, and it's with Else, who is the owner of Elizabeth Craft Designs. And I don't know if she shows this book or if she somehow uses it, but check out the class. It's in July. It's going to be amazing. And you're going to make a mini book. So Dawn, thanks for thumbing through that.
I just can't wait.
If there's any left over, Dawn gets to get one, but if not, she has to reorder them.
They're really fun. I like these. Okay, so I think, looks like there's 2 of everything again. 2, maybe 3, I'm not sure. It doesn't really tell us. Sometime we're going to have to sit down and study that, Kelly.
Yeah, well, we ran out of it and just got it back in, so.
Okay, we showed these yesterday, but they weren't available online, but they are today.
Perfect example of Dawn's anxious to show things.
Well, because I know our viewers want to see this stuff. But these are the stencils. I think we figured out there's 10. I'm going to lay them out. They're back in stock. These are called happy patterns because they do make us all happy.
I'm happy, Dawn.
And they're all in one stencil pack. And then you can just put a book ring or a cable ring on them. And they are $16.99. So those are back in stock. And then look at this. I think this is fun. Okay, so this is called, let me see, Life is Better on the Farm. Life is Better on the Farm. Howdy, good cluck. Isn't that cute? Hey there, cow's it going? Holy cow, simple life, hogs and kisses. Hee-haw, farm fresh, it's your birthday. Lori, if you're watching, I think you need this. Our friend that's going to be at the crop this weekend, she raises hogs, and I think she needs this.
Okay, and you know what else? If anybody has Funny Farm from Tim Holtz,
oh my gosh,
this would go really well with Funny Farm. So Dawn, you just talked me, and maybe I talked myself into it, but I'm going to have to get one to go with Funny Farm.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
And Donna Grooms is going to visit us.
Donna, hi.
That's going to be so nice.
Yes,
the 4th weekend. She's going to be in Ankeny.
The 4th weekend of June?
I assume so.
Donna, hi. Please introduce yourself. I know we've communicated back and forth, but we will love meeting you. That's amazing.
That would be great.
That's amazing. Okay. And so do you just want to scan and
Sure.
show all these fun? That was used in Janine's card yesterday, the pocket die. Had the little frog coming out of it. Then we got the tractor, and that could be green. All you need to do is cut that out of green cardstock or watercolor it green.
You've got the cow, and then there's our little pig. He's so cute. You even get the mud puddle with it. Maybe let's flip that over. I think it's kind of neat to see the dies too. There's the mud puddle, which you could use for other things.
The little farmer, and that could be a boy or a girl.
And this one was really popular because you could use this for so many things, and that sunflower.
I think that would work for
really
state fair,
amazing.
county fair too. When you're
And
going
then you
through
gotta
the
love the
produce.
chickens, Dawn.
Yes, yes. Good cluck.
And then there's the barn. And let me flip that one over too because that's nice and big. I think that could be on a scrapbook layout.
I wonder if it's possible for me to open this
Donna's
up so
here
I
over
could.
the 4th of July. Oh, and Marilyn got a package this morning already.
Oh my gosh!
Merry Christmas, Marilyn.
Your mail
Dawn, are you having a birthday, Dawn? I was wondering why these dies are sitting out here.
Well, it's got way too big of numbers in there for my birthday. Okay, I want to show this. Okay, we got in these corner punches yesterday from We Are, and I want to show you
They're
all.
only $9.99.
Okay.
You're doing it in the air.
So so that's a 10 millimeter corner punch.
So it's got 3 different sizes of.
Oh, that didn't work.
That didn't work too well in the air.
Here, let me lay this one down.
Let her do it properly.
Well,
I think
that
you need
one-
to switch corners, maybe.
all right. Let me go.
Corner got kind of.
Let me go over here and do this one.
While you're doing that, Dawn, we also got back in the Say It With Flowers 6x6 tablet from Studio Light. And we can even open this so you can see it. We had this before,
Okay.
and it's got little framed ones. It's got solids, florals. This is my favorite right here. There's a little border one, and you could use these for really fun card fronts. Okay, back to the punches, Dawn. So
All right.
it's got.
I can't
it's
look
got-
over at Maggie. Okay.
Maggie's making her laugh.
We
Oh,
have
it's
the
blurred.
10 millimeter, the 7 millimeter, and the 4 millimeter. So that barely rounds it, a little bit more, and then quite a big.
Daddy. So it's like Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear.
And $9.99. There you go, Kelly. That's a good one.
So there we go. There's a new corner rounder punch. So instead of having 3 corner rounders, you just have 1. Okay. All right. Are we ready to move on here to Maggie? She's getting the microphone. And oh, wait. It's somebody's birthday, and I missed it. Okay.
We love birthdays.
It's Vicky's birthday, and she said the numbers are closer than she'd like to think. Vicky, you're only as old as you feel, or you're always as young as you feel.
Should we sing? What's that saying? Yeah, we should sing. But how old would you be if you didn't know the day you were born? Isn't that a...
Depends on the day, Dawn. Depends on the day.
It does. It's a song. It's a country song, and it's by Akins. Troy Akins.
Okay.
Is that right?
I feel like you're doing charades or something, Dawn, but keep...
Trace it.
Trace Atkins. Trace Atkins, that's it. I had the
He's the long ponytail guy, right?
Yes, Trace Atkins. How old would you be if you didn't know the day you were born? So, Vicki, how old would you be if you didn't know the day you were born? I would be 29. Most days.
Yeah.
Some days not. Some days 89.
Some days a little older, but yeah, you're very young at heart.
Should we sing happy birthday?
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vicky. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks
And
for
many
watching,
more.
Vicky. Yes, and many more.
And just on a little squirrel moment, Dawn, not this Dawn here that's dancing. Dawn, please be careful, okay? She says she has this corner punch and she loves it. So it's nice to
good.
have a testimonial. Thank you so much, Dawn.
Even though on the live video I was struggling.
Yeah, Dawn had some struggles, but you were doing it in the air. I'm guessing this Dawn doesn't punch in the air in front of a live audience. Okay, well, whoops, I lost something. Okay, we got to get serious now, if that's possible. Maggie has this school album that's a kit from Simple Stories, and I think it's really fun, and you're going to tell us about it, right?
Okay. I'm going to start out by telling you I did not design this. I cannot
Okay,
take
wait, Maggie,
credit.
stop. Sorry. Bonnie says she loved your presentation on Sunday.
Aww.
So squirrel moment. And Beth is 24.
24.
Hey, Beth, you and I need to go hang out.
All right, I'm sorry, Maggie.
That's
you might have to start
okay.
from the beginning. That
Okay, I'm just going to preface this with I did not design this. I took a Simple Stories class, and I had the kit, I had the directions, just like what you would get if you want this kit, and I'm going to share with you.
This is the kit here.
This is the actual kit. This is what you get. You get, I don't even know how many pages this is, but front to back, 24
pages. Oh, nice.
24
With
front
big
to back
pictures.
with pictures of each page and step-by-step directions. And let me tell you, they are excellent directions because they tell you exactly where to find each piece. So they'll say, add the stars, and then they'll tell you where you can find those stars. And then they also gave you the dimensions on all the papers to pre-cut. So they show the paper, and then they show exactly how to pre-cut. And when I got done, I had very little left over. So you use almost every single piece that they have you cut.
So Maggie, did you pre-cut everything and then you
I
got out your
did.
directions and started putting it together?
Yes, and the reason I did was when I was taking the class, they only had a half hour to show just the cutting. So if you purchase this kit, you will give us your email, and Dawn and Kelly will send you the video, the link to the video, and that helped a lot. You could use this alone and do it, but they actually have a video where they say, take this piece of paper, and it was excellent. And you do have the link for that.
You know what? We love Simple Stories.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great company.
So in the kit, you get the
Maggie, before you show each item, I keep interrupting you, but how
That's
much
fine.
is the kit?
$69.99.
$69.99.
But
Okay.
wait until you see what you get in it.
Okay. Let's have a look. I can't
So
wait.
you get the collection kit, which is there, and I had to take it out of the package to put it in the kit.
So you're getting a full collection kit.
Yes.
Which is all the papers from School Life and the sticker sheet.
And the stickers. You
and
get
it's not in its package because Maggie had to do something to make it fit.
in order for it to fit in the kit, I had to take it out of its package.
That's trouble.
You get a 24 sheet, full color, page by page directions. You get four colors of Color Vibe, complementary colors that go with the kit.
So no matching necessary.
No matching, and you get directions on how to cut those pieces. You get the enamel dots, full package. You get a full package of journal bits, a full package of puffy stickers,
Oh my gosh.
a full package of decorative brads, a full sticker book full of, and you will have quite a few of these left over, but you do use a lot of them. And then you also get an album, a snap flipbook album. You get your choice of a red album or a blue album. This kit happens to have the red.
How do you know if they're ordering? Whoops.
I
How are they going
think
to choose the color?
I think Dawn was going to have a button that you're going to choose red or blue.
Okay.
And if you choose red, you get the blue ribbon. On the directions, they did use a zigzag. I didn't really care for the zigzag, but some people might, so I ended up using this
So you
cool
picked a
ribbon.
different ribbon. I love
Yes.
that ribbon.
So if you get the red album, you get the blue ribbon. If you get the blue album, which is a navy blue, you'll get red ribbon.
okay.
And that's
It's an
all in the
option
kit.
to check
That's what we were wondering.
online what color you want. So just tell us.
Yeah, so you get a choice and all of that stuff, full packages, and you use a lot of it. And when you get done, I had very little paper left. They did a beautiful job of cutting everything up. So I'm going to share with you the actual kit or the actual finished project. And as you can see, I
love
used a
that.
different ribbon.
Seems like every day is a pop quiz.
Yeah. And so, first page. Now I'm going to share with you, I was doing this at home, and I did not have this fancy set that Dawn had access to here. This is a 12 by 12. These are 4 by 6s. These are 3 by 4s, 2 by 2s, and a 3 by 3. And if you were going to give this as a gift, then if you were making it for yourself, this would be an actual photo. But I like the idea of this, and it has white, so then you would cut down your 4 by 6 a little bit, and you would have a mat on all of these. So as you can see, my little word photo is not as fancy as what you could have with this. So this is the inside page, and everything is spelled out, where to put it,
So
pictures,
you got a
everything.
little pocket right away.
And you know what? If you wanted to add another photo, you could add more photos. And every page or every year has a little journaling
Oh, cute.
thing that you
Cute.
can journal. So this is the first page, and I thought this is cool because they use this throughout, but I had never thought of this. So when this page is made, you take your 6 by 8, you add this, and you score it, and so then when it goes into the page, what do you call this?
Sleeve
Page
or-
protector sleeve, then it opens up another possibility for a photo. So now you have photos here, and you can have a photo here. Next page.
Yep.
Again, this would be the photo. It's already made like that. You could use one of these, and it would look much more
And
professional.
those are printed, we should just mention, these are printed on cardstock, so they would be great, like you said, Maggie, just have people cut their picture down
a little
a
bit.
quarter of an inch and put them right on top of that.
And they are $1.99.
And they're online under paper and other brands.
And they're also attached to the album. If you find the album under kits, then that's an option below.
And
So-
maybe people absolutely love your shirt, so I got to show your shirt, Grandmasaurus. And it's a squirrel moment, and I'm not the only one that said it's a squirrel moment, but do you want to just tell about your shirt?
Well, every year we have cousins camp, grandma and grandpa cousins camp for our grandkids, and there's 2 rules. You have to be 4 and not wear diapers. If you're almost 4 and you don't wear diapers, you can come. But it has been a very inspiring thing for the grandkids to get potty trained so that they can come to cousins camp. And
yeah.
so yeah, it works really well. So this year the theme is dinosaurs. So my husband and I got Grandpasaurus and Grandmasaurus t-shirts. And then
It's so fun.
we have 5 this year that are coming, and we got t-shirts for them that have 2 long-necked dinosaurs. Their necks are intertwined, and it says "Cousins make the best friends."
Oh,
It's
Maggie.
so cute.
That's
So I just
adorable.
happened to find those online. But
And you guys don't know this, but every year Maggie and her husband do it, and they have a theme, and all the activities are all surrounded around the theme, and it's just amazing.
and just a thought, I was just talking to Janet. We're going to do a blog
Oh,
on it, and
awesome.
Memory Bound is well represented when we do cousins
I
camp,
know you have
because
lots
we
of
make
crafts and things.
Yes, and we make I make a photo album for each one of them that they take home that day at the end. So
That's so fun.
we'll keep you posted.
And then you also need to bring in is the little memory game that you made with photos.
Oh yes,
That was one of the activities.
using
you guys
memory
did.
bound
I
paper.
love that.
Those are out of stock.
That's
The kids love that. In fact, one of the little boys got to take it home, and he still plays it. Although we've added a couple family members.
Yes,
since
you've
then.
got some new ones now.
So anyway, each step, it starts out with preschool. So you always will have a little tag that says what year it is. And think about this as a gift to someone who's got a little child just starting school.
Oh, yeah.
And
that'd
I
be a
think this would be a
wonderful gift.
wonderful gift. So then there's place for the photo. Here again is another one of those flip things that they did. And so I look for other possibilities. This could be another photo. Okay, and then you go to kindergarten. So here's your tag for kindergarten, your photo. There's a place for a photo. Then throughout the book, they did this a lot, where they added pages. Here you have your sleeves, but now this is just a cardstock page that has been inserted in there, and they score it.
Oh, so that's
Yes, and then
okay.
we add this, and then we close it and cut the corners. We could use a corner punch for that. But look at here, more places to journal. The tags, there's a whole page of just tags right here.
You
that
know,
they
Maggie,
use.
this kit, if you got it, it's just has so many techniques for a flip book, kind of
Oh.
like some of Katie's techniques.
Yes, only
so
I
think
didn't.
you would benefit from that also.
I didn't dream them up. I
Yeah, you
just
didn't have to
copied
think
them.
about-
But this whole page, they have you cut them up into the tags. I don't know what that is.
Looks like we got a spot on that.
Yeah,
one.
and then on the other side are the things that you can add. There's places to add
And this
photos.
collection's online, School Life from Simple Story School Life. So you can also, if you see something you like and you don't want the kit or make the book, we have all their papers and stickers and
Yes.
embellishments here at Memory Bound.
But like I'm always looking for extra spots for a photo, so you could journal here, put a little photo, and look at this, my favorite teacher. So you could have them write their
Maggie,
favorite
Mrs.
teacher.
Bench. I was going to say Maggie Bench, but I'll have to say Mrs. Bench.
There you go. So there's that's kindergarten. Then you turn the page, and this was flipped over to make a side pocket, and it's full of photos like this, and they're tucked in there pretty tight. So you could fill that full of photos or anything. They don't necessarily have to be photos. Here again, a little journaling thing, and put a photo on the back.
And that's just a paper clip. That's so
Yeah, and this is first grade. Again, this is just a tag that you could, well, that one's glued on there, but
cute.
there's
Maggie,
the
the
photo.
paper clips don't come with the kit, do they?
They do not.
But everybody has paper clips.
And the other thing that doesn't come, I want to share with you, on the first page of the directions, it tells you what's in the kit, but it tells you exactly what you need if you want to follow their directions. And there's not a lot of things extra. And that was first grade. Second grade is right here. This is the tag for second grade. I love the little brads. They're little self-adhesive brads, but look at the journaling thing for
that
right here.
I love.
And then this is third grade.
So some of these are like stickers then that you put on your cut-aparts?
Yes,
Okay.
and whenever they say put the Apple sticker, they'll tell you where you can find it. They'll say it's in the sticker book, or they'll tell you it's on the brads. And so They're very easy to find. These were the best written directions I have ever seen.
And this flip book, it's 6 by 8, so all the pages are 6 by 8. I'm sorry, we've had that asked a couple times.
And then take a look on third grade. This is how they did this. And there were even places that they didn't put photo, and I added because I wanted more photos. But look at this, isn't that cute? And so these are the cut-aparts right here. Those are the cut-aparts. And then I just took them and put a place for a photo on the back, too.
So the back is all, oh yeah, the back is striped.
Yeah.
So someone made a comment about how this is so nice because it's for any age. It's not like little kids.
Yes.
So you
I
could
was
use it for
thinking of
older
that as I
students?
did that. But there again, see that neat flip, how they did that? So this was an extra page added in between.
I wondered how you got all those pages in there.
Yeah, so you actually have to take the book apart before you start and then just start adding as you go. Here's a photo, and they used the photo as part of the flip, like that. And then that's fourth grade, and again, another library card. And there's fifth grade. Now, they used paper clips, and you could use some fun colored ones. And then sixth grade, and here they added another one. Here's a pocket within a pocket. So more photos could go in here. Here's your journaling. And then open this up, and I didn't put photo on here, but you could just make a collage of photos. I
Yeah,
thought that would
that's
be really
nice.
cool. That's why I didn't add that.
And someone mentioned you could take pictures of their artwork.
Yes. And I just keep thinking what a wonderful gift this would be for a beginning preschooler to give to that parent, because every year all they'd have to do is add 4 or 5 photos, and when they graduated they'd have everything
Have a
they
nice
needed.
keepsake.
There's seventh grade, and then here's another one of those flip things. I did learn how to do this. Not that it was that hard, it's just you wouldn't have thought about
I
it.
think you'll be doing that more.
Yeah, I love it. And then eighth grade. And then there's lots of, again, these are just cut-aparts that I turned over and put a spot for a photo. School days, another journaling spot. And then this was just all lines, and I thought, how much do you need to write? So I made another, I added some black in here and made another map for a photo. I thought that'd be kind of cool. And then, because they used another flip page over here, you have another one. This is ninth grade.
This is perfect timing too, Maggie, because the school year's just
Oh.
ended or ending, and stuff's fresh in your mind, and you could get your kids' stuff together. And
I just
Or your
think of my
grandkids.
daughter-in-law who's got 4 kids, and there's no way she's got time to make full albums for them. But if she got one of these at the beginning of their school, she could just at the end of the year throw about 4 photos and just keep it.
I would put it in like one of those storage boxes,
Yeah,
and just a little box, and then
That'd be a great
toss stuff
idea.
in there. And
I love how they used the enamel dots. They sprinkled those throughout. But here again, now instead of a full one, this is just a partial one. Again, opening up more possibilities for photos. It's 10th grade. Here's 11th grade. And this was actually another one of those inside a sleeve.
oh,
But
that
then
flips over
flips
the top,
over.
and then you have a pocket.
Another
Look at this
pocket.
School lunch.
Mm-hmm. And there's 12th grade. And for 12th grade, I think they tried to add a few more spots for photos, but I even tucked in a few more. This might not have, in the directions, might not have called for all of them. But I added a few more. Let's put that one in this way so you can see that little. So, but every grade level has something that you can journal on, just a quick little note.
It's so cute.
So this is just more end of the school, another flip, and there's those enamel dots. They just got them sprinkled
I
around.
have not seen them do a kit for a book that had the actual cardstock in there as pages. This is something new for
Yes, and then I believe this page might have been left empty, so I added more spots for photos here. And then let's say their senior pictures. You could add, put a few of their senior photos in there. And there's another pocket. And so this paper right here were pencils, and I'm not sure where that's at, and I might not even, but that was used a lot for pockets.
pockets,
Yeah,
it's a great-
it's over there. I probably just didn't
Well,
pull
and
that
it's
one.
good to think about other paper designs like that that are kind of borders that you could use them for pockets.
Exactly,
Like
the books.
like
you
the
could.
books here would work really well.
And the rulers. The rulers.
oh yeah, the rulers.
But what I liked is, first of all, you could cut your papers on your own, but I started to, and then when I watched the video, that lady, and I can't tell you who she was, you probably know her, she did a beautiful job. She actually took the paper and she'd say, okay, now let's take this paper and we're going to cut it going this way 6 inches. And then she just went through it step by step, and it was so easy. And then what was so nice is when you started doing this, all your papers were ready to go.
Yeah, I think that would be nice, and then you can
Yes.
just assemble.
It was great. So this would make just a lovely gift to give to a little preschooler just starting out school, or someone's just graduating and you could gather all their photos and make it for them too. So after the fact.
I think it sounds great.
But I'm not a huge album maker, so I learned a lot from their directions, and I enjoyed putting this together. I hope you do too.
Well, awesome. Thank you, Maggie, so
Yes.
much. And that, if you're just joining us, this album is actually a kit designed by Simple Stories, one of our favorite companies, and it uses their collection called School Life. And even if you don't want the kit, you've had a peek of what some of the papers and things are in the collection kit. And so you could make something on your own too.
Yeah, and
Use all
I
the
think
accessories.
in the directions it says white twine. I didn't happen to have white twine at home, so I just used natural. So whatever twine you have, if you have red or blue, that would be fun too.
I think it's great. Be great for your grandkids. Or
Yeah, I hope you
anybody.
enjoy making it.
Well, Maggie, thank you a bunch.
Thank you.
I think everybody loves the album, and it is online if you're interested under kits. So if you go to shopping and then kits, we were gonna maybe tomorrow we can show how to shop online at Memory Bound.
Yes.
We've
let's-
talked
wow.
about doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, Dawn, you have something there?
Do have an announcement. You know me, I always have lots of announcements. Well, the first one is, we were told yesterday by a group of ladies that visited us from out of town.
That way, Dawn, your announcement's important, and we want to make sure everybody hears you. Although
Well,
I'm sure they
I'm
do.
sure
but
they could hear me from outside, really,
yeah,
but
the neighbors are calling.
But anyway, okay, so they reminded me that we need to be telling people about, so July 30th, Friday, July 30th is our tailgate party. I don't know if we're going to call it a picnic, a
Barbecue.
tailgate, a barbecue. We're going to get through this weekend. We have a big crop at the Marriott in town this weekend. And then we're going to get through that, and then we're going to get all the details worked out for our barbecue, which is Friday, July 30th. And then, so that's July. See, all these things are leading up to our big 20th anniversary celebration. So we've got that in July. In August, we've got a whole lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. We got that all figured out yesterday. Really fun stuff coming. And then, so that is July,
July
right?
we have
oh, July.
July we
July's
have
the
our-
barbecue.
Well, wait. July is also Let's Party.
Oh gosh,
It's our,
yes.
Our
oh my
birthday
gosh.
collection pack that Janet designed. 23.
And those are right
I
here.
believe she designed 23 projects, and it is available for purchase now or then or whenever. And
We
it's-
have 6 weeks of classes.
Yeah.
6 weeks of daily demos that you'll find on here, just like this on our daily video starting at 9:30. So if you buy the collection, then you can follow along and do the projects while Janet's teaching them.
or you could make them now because Janet printed wonderful directions.
Oh, right here.
So you can do either way.
Okay, so this is July. Then at the end of July is our barbecue. Then in August, we have a whole big long thing going on, and we'll be announcing that in a little bit. Then, okay, so that's August. September, da-da-da-da. Save the date because September 24th through the 26th is our 20th anniversary crop, and that too is going to be held at the Courtyard Marriott here in town, and lots more details coming out for that. You cannot register yet. We do have a interested list. So if you want your name on the interested list, we could add you to that, and then we'll notify you. And we'll be announcing it on our daily videos. So that's September. And then October 1st is our actual 20-year anniversary. So October is going to be huge. We have, hopefully, they're in the works. A couple special guest visitors are going to be coming to town, and we'll be announcing those as those solidify. So there's something going on every month leading up to our big 20 years, and we appreciate you guys and all your support. You're watching the daily videos, but do mark your calendars for this. If you're out of town and you want to come to town, we wanted to give you plenty of time to plan ahead. So that, I think, is all I had to say today.
All right. Okay. And it is the same weekend as Maker Mania 4. So that we couldn't help that. It was the only weekend we could get the facility. So I guess that will be a few choices for people to make.
And we felt it was the most important to celebrate 20 years.
And then, Dawn, they're asking if we have any bus trips planned. Do you want to answer that? Or maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Actually, Kelly and I talked about that last night. We do not have any bus trips planned, but that is something that we would like to start back up again, but we do not have any planned right now. We've got a lot of things, a lot of irons in the fire, a lot going on, but that is something we would like to.
Things are just opening up, and there's lots of attractions that aren't even open yet. So we're just kind of hanging out for that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Dawn, for all those announcements. And Maggie, thank you for showing us that amazing school book. You are welcome. And we hope that we see all of you soon, or give us a call.
What a wonderful gift.